Hi there, KAKE Land. Annette Lawless here, wanting to give you a quick update on the investigation of two women missing from Southwest Kansas. A developing story, a big story from the weekend that so many people have their eye on, and this is what is taking place. So I just got off the phone having a Zoom conversation with the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, and they're walking me through everything that had taken place since they got involved. They're the lead agency looking into things, a lot of agencies actually taking part into the case of these two women. So we have Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly, again, women in their 20s and 30s from Hugoton. And so they were heading into Oklahoma to go and pick up Veronica's kids. At least that's my understanding of this situation. But they never got to that place of where they were heading to. We do know that they left Hugoton on Saturday morning, and then their vehicle was found in Texas County, Oklahoma. So past the state line of Kansas into Oklahoma, that far northwest part of Oklahoma. The vehicle in this rural area, the vehicle abandoned. So I had a chat with the OSBI, Hunter McKee, about what he can tell us about what they're doing in this investigation, how the vehicle is found, their concern for these women. Let's take a look.
And so, Hunter, we're talking about the case of these two women who went missing this weekend, Veronica and Jillian. A lot of concern from people from Southwest Kansas and certainly from the northwest part of Oklahoma as well. Walk me through what you know about this investigation.
Well, I think that anytime that you have a case like this where you have two women who all of a sudden their vehicle was found in a very rural part of the North Texas County area here in Oklahoma. Their vehicle is found, but they're nowhere to be seen. And us, along with other local law enforcement agencies, are still working to track them down. It is definitely concerning for a number of people in that area, in the northwest area of Oklahoma, and especially that southwest area of Kansas. So right now, I can say that we're doing everything in our power to track down these two people who went missing. This all started on Saturday, by the way. It was the Texas County Sheriff's Office on March 30th, Saturday, that located their vehicle. When the vehicle was found, but the women were not inside and they knew that they had occupied the vehicle previously, that's when they contacted and requested the OSBI to investigate that. Again, this was 27-year-old Veronica Butler and 39-year-old Jillian Kelly. And as we said, their vehicle, it was found abandoned. So this was near Highway 95 and Road L. This was just south of Elkhart, Kansas, very rural northern part of Texas County. When the sheriff's office requested the OSBI, our agents went up there that day to investigate where this vehicle was located, try to piece together as much as they possibly could to try to determine what may have happened to both of these people. Right now, we can't say what the exact relationship is of these women, where they were going exactly, and what the circumstances may have been leading up to whenever they did go missing. But we're doing everything in our power right now to try to find out what may have happened. Just to try to do what we can to not only to find these women, but to assist our local law enforcement agencies up there too. We're all working around the clock right now since we've been requested, and doing everything we can. Like I said, when OSBI special agents got this, along with the local law enforcement agencies there, including Texas County Sheriff's Office, as soon as we started kind of going through what we know so far and what we're trying to find out, we're asking that anybody with any information on what may have happened, if anybody had seen these two women before they went missing, if anybody's seen them since, we really need people to contact the OSBI right now to allow us to kind of really try to find out what may have happened. There's two ways that they can do that. They can contact the OSBI. They can reach us at tips@osbi.ok.gov, as well as 1-800-522-8017. And again, doing everything we can to find these two women, and hopefully right now, we're calling this a suspicious disappearance, because as soon as you find a vehicle in the middle of really nowhere that was occupied by two women, And then those two women have really vanished. It's concerning for us as well. So we're really trying to figure out what may have happened and doing everything we can to find them.
Can you talk about the manpower behind everything? Like, I mean, I know multiple agencies, certainly for Southwest Kansas, Hugoton Police, where they're from, involved here, Texas County, you all. Like, are there a lot of different units deployed to this? What type of searches are taking place now?
There are a tremendous amount of, I mean, again, not only the larger agencies like the OSBI, like ourselves, like the Sheriff's Office, OHP is assisting us with this as well, but so many of the local law enforcement agencies there, people have to understand that, two people just going missing like this does not happen in that area very, very, very often at all. So, of course, when this came out and the search began, everybody did everything they could, and this became a priority for so many of these agencies involved in this. And again, when we're talking about local agencies there, not only the sheriff's offices, the police departments, agencies up in Kansas have stepped up and helped as well. So in that northwest panhandle corner of Oklahoma, I mean, it's everybody that has stepped up and doing everything they can to try to find these women.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to mean a lot to the people who are certainly involved, people from their families, their churches. Um, just our hearts certainly go out to those people and the law enforcement too, who are working so hard. I assume boots kind of on the ground. Is there anything in the air for these searches and all that with like the State Highway Patrol and all that too?
Yes,
No.
Yes, there's all different kinds of searches. The technology that we're able to equip ourselves with, it's all being used within that entire area. Now, again, what makes it difficult is this is a very rural area, like we had mentioned. But I mean, we're talking about people who are on the ground looking, possibly drones, anything that we can use that we can get our hands on to kind of just make sure that all of that surrounding area is being looked at as closely as it possibly can. That's something that we're using. And again, every law enforcement agency that is assisting with this is using their own technology and equipment in order to kind of look through this area. But again, it's a rural area. There's a lot of ground to track at this point around where that vehicle was found. So really just doing everything we can to make sure that we are looking through every spot in that area.
Can you comment on like the condition of how the vehicle was found and everything? And was that discovered by like Texas County, like authentically, like they just saw it like abandoned, or was this after Hugoton Police put out like, hey, we're looking for these people in this vehicle?
I can tell you this, that right now we can't comment on what the Texas County Sheriff's Office, on what kind of call that they received in order to respond to that area. I know that, of course, like I said, they called us, we were requested, and as soon as that happened, we knew that there was a abandoned vehicle with women missing, and at that point is when we began our comprehensive investigation to try to help the sheriff's office as best we can. But again, circumstances that led up to these women going missing, where they were going, where they were coming from, exactly, all of that is still part of our investigation right now.
And are there any additional? Oh no, please go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I mean, that's what makes this tough right now. Is that our agents are still looking at exactly what had occurred, why they were driving on this road, where exactly they were going. So all of that is still being looked at this time.
Yeah, that's tough. It's certainly, I mean, we a lot of people have questions, certainly. And I know there's not a whole lot you can say in regard to that all, because we're not here to speculate. We just want to help. But again, if people are like, I feel like our community online, it really, to me, I mean, time is really important with cases of any missing people. But to see the shares that people have on this case, and to see the collaboration of law enforcement, I think it does speak volumes to the desire for any outcome, and hopefully a positive one.
Yes, I think that not only, I mean, of course, I've talked a lot about the local law enforcement agencies that have helped us out with this case and this search. But as you had mentioned, the people in that area, they want to know what had happened, and they care about these two people. They want, we're all hoping for the best outcome in this search. And, I think that a lot of the residents in Texas County and those surrounding Panhandle counties, even that southern Kansas area, they're all doing what they can. I can tell you this, that our press release, when we put this out yesterday, within about 40 minutes had close to 800 shares. And that just shows the amount of people that saw this and who really care and are willing to do what they can to help us out and help the local law enforcement agencies there to track these two people down. Because, like I had said, it's very important to them, and we're all hoping for the best outcome in this search.
When looking at the information you all put out, and Hugoton Police put out information just the day before too, warning and letting everyone know about this case, what's going on. I'm sure some people with the talk online and everything, they're worried for folks who live in that area too. Is there any alert or anything that we need to know about? Is there any concern for people who are out in that part of Northwest Oklahoma?
There is not.
Okay.
Now, if it gets to a point where if it ever gets to a point where we will definitely let people know. But as of right now, there is not a reason for concern. And again, we're still looking through all of this to see if somebody else could be involved. And if somebody else is involved, we will definitely let the public know.
Okay. But again, if people want to let you all know, I mean, you can do it anonymously. You can contact local law enforcement or the OSBI.
Yes. Again, I'm just going to go through real quick. You can contact the OSBI, anybody that knows where these women may have been, any little information about the case, anything helps. So you can contact the OSBI, tips at osbi.ok.gov, also 1-800-522-8017. Any tip is very important for us. Again, if people can reach out to us, that would be great. We really appreciate everybody that has shared our post and doing what they can in order to help find these women.
Okay, great. Is there anything else, Hunter, that you think is important to mention?
No. As soon as I get anything, if there's any updates, I will be certain to let you know.
Okay, great. I appreciate it. Again, thank you so much for your time. And we just want to get the word out there because a lot of people are just that. I mean, obviously, so much invested even after you all put that post up online. So we do appreciate your time. So.
Yep. Okay. Thank you again.
Cool.
I appreciate it.
Again, if you have a tip that can help with this case, whether you know anything about the women before the incident or even anything suspicious or just something that you think might be noteworthy from after when their vehicle is found, you are encouraged to contact your local law enforcement, whether that's in Kansas or Oklahoma or the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. They are eager to get your phone call. They want to look into things to make sure that they can find closure for these families involved.